Are you ready for the fun part of creating your first training plan? In this video, we're going to go over exactly how you can set your goal in the best way possible for you to achieve it. Do you remember making outlines? You know, those bulleted lists that help you plan and organize your papers in high school or college? They're like the paper's skeleton. The outline holds up the paper and keeps it in proper form. More importantly, outlines help you get from the introduction to the conclusion in the best way possible. They help you make you a better writer. Better writers got better grades. A training plan has the exact same value for athletes of all ages, abilities, and skill levels. It doesn't matter if you're about to go out for your first run or getting ready for the Olympics. You need one. The plan will get you from your current state to your desired state in the best way possible. They will help make you a better athlete, and better athletes get better outcomes. In the last video, we covered how to find your current fitness level or your point A. Now you need to figure out what point B is so that you can plot the course between them. You can't achieve a goal if you aren't perfectly clear on what that goal is. For better or for worse, goals are like dreams. They can be as big as your imagination allows. But that can mean you set a goal way beyond what you can reasonably achieve. You can keep it realistic by taking that goal out of your head and putting it on paper. That simple act helps brings it into the real world and allows you to look at it objectively. You can't achieve a goal if you aren't perfectly clear on what that goal is. For better or for worse, goals are like dreams. They can be as big as your imagination allows. But that can also mean you set a goal way beyond what you can reasonably achieve. You can keep it realistic by taking that goal out of your head and putting it on paper. That simple act helps brings it into the real world and allows you to look at it objectively. Writing it down also reinforces that goal in your mind. You can look at that piece of paper every morning and every night. Read it to yourself. Read it out loud. Read it 1,000 times. First, though, you need a vision of what you want to accomplish. It can be anything. Here are some suggestions. Lose weight, run farther, run faster, lift more, eat better, or even just fit into your pants better. Second, you need to lay out the incremental steps for achieving that vision. You know you can't get from A to Z in one big step. How you plan the intervening steps can make or break your training plan. The key to a great training plan is achievability. That means 1, your overall vision has to actually be reasonably possible, and 2, you need to set reasonably progressive benchmarks. This means that you need a goal that you can accomplish if only you are able to complete each of the intervening steps sequentially. You're looking for that one small step for man, not that giant leap for mankind. Build your training plan one step at a time. Each training block or workout session builds on the one before it, but will still leave you able to do the next one. The two keywords are reasonable and incremental. You're building your path to success one brick at a time. If you gave yourself a manageable goal and laid out a doable plan, one day you will reach the end. All you'll need to have done is follow the plan and do the work. You'll have achieved your goal. Sounds easy, right? On paper, it's super easy. In practice, it can be quite the roller coaster. But the real struggle is before you even start training and is actually being honest with yourself and defining the goal you'll strive for. It's tough. You really need to look deep inside and figure out what you want for yourself. Setting a goal that is too easy doesn't help you. Setting one that's too hard is just setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. Setting the goal that for what you think you want or what other people say you should want won't take you in the right direction for long-term fulfillment. A study published in the American Psychological Association found that when someone set a specific and challenging goal, it led to a higher performance 90% of the time when compared to someone who set easy goals, or do your best goals, or no goals at all. Goals affect performance by directing attention, mobilizing effort, increasing persistence, and motivating strategy development. Setting goals gives you long-term vision and short-term motivation. So how do you come up with a goal? Do you just wake up one day and decide, this is my goal, this is what I'm going to do? Well, you could, but the science behind goal setting says you are more likely not to follow through on it if there is no careful consideration behind the goal. Instead, you should sit down and formulate a SMART goal. I'm sure you've all heard this by now, but it bears repeating if you want to make your training plan as successful as possible. SMART is an acronym standing for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific, first, if you recall that study, the key point was that specific goals were the ones that led to higher performance. A specific goal has a much higher chance of being accomplished than a general one. A specific goal will try to answer the 6 W's: who, what, when, where, which, and why. All of these might not apply directly to the situation, but the more a specific goal answers, the stronger quality of a goal it will become. A general goal would be, I want to get in shape. A better, more specific goal would be, I am going to join a run club and run 3 days a week. Do you see the difference? Next, we have measurable. A goal is no good if you don't know when you have achieved it. When you formulate a goal, it has to be something with a criteria in which you can track your progress. When you measure your progress, you stay on track. You know how close you are to achieving your goal, and you gain confidence from looking back at how far you have come. For example, I want to run a faster 5K is a nice and specific, but not measurable goal. Exactly how much faster is faster? 1 second, 30 seconds, 5 minutes? A better, more measurable goal would read, I want to improve my 5K time by 25 seconds. Now you have an exact measurable goal that you can evaluate. Next, we have attainable. Is your goal attainable? Can you reasonably expect to achieve this goal? You have to weigh all the obstacles that lay ahead and evaluate your current state. It's not very realistic for someone who has never run more than 1 mile to set a goal as, I'm going to finish a 5K in a time of 13 minutes. That's an Olympic standard time, by the way. Not to be Johnny Raincloud out here, but there is no way that the person could attain that goal. There's nothing wrong with shooting for the stars, but if that goal is unattainable, it leaves you discouraged and begins to work against you. Next, we have relevant. Why do you want to reach this goal? What is the objective behind the goal, and will this goal really achieve that objective? You have to make sure that the goal is relevant to what you are hoping to accomplish. If the objective is to get in shape, then a goal like save $1,000 by the end of the year doesn't help you achieve that objective. A goal that is relevant helps keep focus on the objective ahead. Finally, we have time bound. Having a deadline creates a sense of urgency. Without it, there is a tendency to let procrastination creep in and eventually abandon the goal altogether. As a general rule, goals that are longer than 6 months are too long to keep you motivated and interested. If a goal stretches longer than a few months at a time, you should create smaller goals to help you along the way. This allows you to measure your progress on that journey, maintain focus, and adjust your overall goal if needed. S plus M plus A plus R plus T equals your goal. Now, let's try to bring this formula together. If our objective is to get in shape, we need to formulate a SMART goal that will help us achieve our objective. A quality SMART goal would read something like, I'm going to join a running club to work out 4 days a week and finish a 5K within 30 minutes 10 weeks from today. The goal is specific as it answers who, what, where, and when. It's measurable because you can compare your finish time to your goal time to see how far you have come. It's relevant to your objective because the exercise helps us get in shape. And the 10-week deadline makes our goal time-bound. Now, whether this is attainable depends on the person. Based on the fitness tests you've done by now, you should have some idea where you stand. A well-thought-out training plan fully encapsulates the SMART goal formula as it forces you to not just think about, but implement each and every one of those elements. This will become more clear in future segments of the series, though. But from the start of one of the most important pieces to a training plan is that it requires you to write down your goal. It's not truly a plan if it's in your head. That's just an idea. Written goals are 39.5% more likely to succeed than the wishful thinking we keep inside. But the benefits don't stop there. Written goals plus weekly accountability are 76.7% more likely to succeed. Your plan is your accountability control. Each day you can check off a small piece of your progress, or not check off workout sessions you missed or skipped. You will have instant feedback on whether you are doing the work or letting your dreams slip away. In addition to the training plan itself, you should also have a training log to go along with it. This is where you actually track your progress. Think of it as a savings account that displays all the small fitness deposits you make each day, week, or month. At the end of the training cycle, all those deposits add up to a big win. While any given workout may seem insignificant to the overall process, or possibly even easy to skip, when you put it all together, you'll see how important each was to your continued progress to the finish line. Your training log doesn't just need to track the exercise you did, but can also track how well you slept, how you were feeling, if you're fatigued, stressed out, or anything else that may impact your training on a given day. It's important to know whether a workout really kicked your ass or if you're having an off day for another reason. You might also include other information for things such as chores or yard work that could have caused muscle fatigue or soreness. In addition to the training log, you might want to have a goal thermometer too. Scratch off each day you worked out and you'll quickly see what you've already done. It's an easy visual reminder of when you did the work and when you didn't. At set points in the process, such as after each training block or period, you can pencil in a little celebration if you did the work to get there. This will also help keep you motivated along the way. When you see an unbroken series of good workout days, you'll do everything you can to make sure you work out so you don't end your winning streak. If you think you need greater accountability than a piece of paper, or are wanting a more fun or social way to work out, you can always look into joining a local team or fitness group, or you can even create your own with some friends and family. They may all be looking for the exact same opportunity, but we're too afraid to say anything. A supportive group can be a real asset in keeping you encouraged and moving forward. There's no shame in needing help. It doesn't matter if you're just average Joe or Superman. Everyone does better in a team. Just look at the Avengers, Justice League, Fantastic Four, the Lantern Corps, the X-Men. There's really something for everyone, and everyone has their favorite. What's yours? What they all share in common is that they're all powerful superheroes, but they band together because they know that with a team at their back, their chance of success is 1,000 times better. The same goes for you. When you're part of a team, you can achieve almost any goal. This is especially true and important when it comes to health and fitness. But I don't need a team, you might cry. Well, yeah, you do. Have you achieved all your goals? No? Why? Why might that be? Well, I'll tell you. It's because doing things on your own is so much harder. Even if you know exactly what you need to do, already have a plan laid out, and are well on your way to success, a team can help you. At the very least, a team won't harm you. You don't all need to be working on the same goal or using the same training plan either. Do you think all the athletes representing Team USA at the Olympics have the same training plan laid out? Hell no. They each have their own super individualized plans, but they come together as a team to support each other, and they go for the team win. And part of the big team win is that no one gets left behind. A team isn't there to hold your hand and pull you along. That would be a babysitter. A team is there to support and encourage you and to keep you accountable. If anything, they're pushing you from behind to keep you moving forward. Let's go back to comics for a second. Who's the one hero who rarely works with anyone else? Batman. He's the loner Cape Crusader, defender of the night. But you know what? He has a team too. He's got $1 billion, Alfred, and most recently Morgan Freeman on his team, keeping him going. They support him and keep him in the fight. If you've ever had a moment where internal motivation wasn't enough to keep you going, then yes, you need a team. A team doesn't have to be big or complicated. It's really just a group mutually supporting each other towards a common goal. However, the members of your team are incredibly important. Each one needs to be committed to the goal and able to support the others. If there isn't that commitment and support, then it's not a team. It's an anchor, and it's holding you back from success. So, think hard before asking someone to be on your team. Make sure they are the right fit for your success. Fortunately, you don't have to look far to find the perfect team members. Just look to your family. Families are the perfect teams for making lifelong health and fitness changes. Your family is already a team in so many ways. We are just so accustomed to it we don't even recognize it. But think about it. When a kid says, hey, I need something, who's there to help them? Siblings and parents. When a parent says, hey, can you help me? Who lends a hand? The spouse and kids. The support network is there. All you need to do is set the goal. We love when the whole family comes out to our races and teams. When both the parents and the kids are involved, their chances of success are so much better. They are almost guaranteed to reach their goal. Why? It's a great opportunity for parents to interact with their kids, which they love. And kids love the opportunity to engage with their parents, and they have a great example to follow. Parents, therefore, become the superheroes their kids look up to. Anyway, with your goal now not just in your mind, but on paper, and potentially with a strong team at your side, you are now ready to finally create your first training plan. This is where the real work begins, and you haven't even laced up your gym shoes yet. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you found something of value in it that will help you take steps towards achieving your goals, whatever they may be. If you have any questions or comments about today's topic, please drop a comment below or shoot me an email at info@fitenable.net. I want to know what topics or information you all are looking for that we can cover in future videos that will be helpful to you. And if you don't mind, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page and share this video with your friends and family. They might find something of value in it too, and it's a big help to us to continue providing these videos. We aren't just an information company, we are also a take action company too. So don't forget to check out our complete race calendar at fitandableproductions.com to find your next event so you can put what you learned here into action. Knowing what you need to do doesn't matter if you don't actually do it. All of our races, with everything from mile to marathon, help support one or more local great charitable organizations that provide much needed services in our community. As always, thank you for racing with Fit and Able.